Hello there guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope this finds you all well. The final weekend then before the full FM21 release. It means we've got a few more days left of Valencia and potentially a double upload tomorrow. That is if you get 10 likes on today's video, then we will have a double upload tomorrow. Also, just talking of the main FM21 coming out, the main save reveal video will be out either Monday or Tuesday of next week. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. Of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new and turn those notifications on so you see when that video is released. But enough of me rambling on. Let's get stuck in and see if we can get our season back on track with Valencia. Hello and welcome to episode 7 of my FM21 beta save with Valencia. Coming up on today's episode, we have two massive games. The first of which is the second leg of our Spanish Cup semi-final against Real Madrid, and that is followed by a massive La Liga game against Atletico Pamplona. And the reason why that is such a big game in La Liga is because we are now 5 games in all competitions without a win. We have just been embarrassed by bottom of the league Huesca 3-1. A game we completely and utterly dominated. The expected goals was it to be the complete opposite result. But as we have seen, we just can't take our chances. Form is awful. We go into 2 massive games. We're now second in La Liga after such a dominant start. Atletico Madrid have taken us over. Real Madrid are only 1 point behind. And with a game in hand, Barcelona 2 points behind. So it's likely that we will be third in La Liga when all is said and done and the games are equal. So we really need to start finding form. And we need to find form quickly. However, there are some players that are starting to return from injury, and the first 11 is pretty much back to full strength. And today's team is this. It's Silerson in goal, back for Regea, Mangala, Diakabi and Vas. Rachic and Soler in the middle with Guedes on the left, Jason on the right, Gamero and Maxi Gomez up front. Gamero is finally back. Bora still hasn't scored. And is this the game where we can turn it all back around and finally get another bit of green on the schedule and hopefully just continue to get green on the schedule from here on in? We owe Real Madrid for what happened in our last match. Go out there and get revenge. The boys have been motivated by that. Our bad luck has to end somewhere. Palista's out, that's not a problem. Rachic will continue to play, focus on what we can do, but Toni Kroos being out is massive for us. And let's get the game kicked off. And let's see if we can put this bad run of form behind us. We face Real Madrid again. I think it's after the Atletico Pamplona game. This time in the league. That is going to be a huge game as well, now that we are only 1 point ahead of them. But the focus today is making it through to the final of the Spanish Cup. We are, of course, defending champions of the Spanish Cup. I obviously wasn't the manager for the first one, but if we could make it back-to-back Spanish Cups for Valencia, then it would be very positive. And the chance of a double is still on. However, it's starting to look highly unlikely based on recent form. And the first 15 minutes of this one have been all Real Madrid. So it's starting to look like maybe we are coming unstuck in this save from what was a really, really positive start. Injuries, maybe people are just working out the tactic, but we're starting to become beatable and easily beatable. We weren't leaky in the defence at all. We leaked 3 goals in the last game, 2 obviously against Real Madrid. We were scoring goals for fun. We've scored 1 goal in the last 5 games, and now it's starting to look like maybe we are just going to slide away and be probably lucky to hold on to a Champions League spot if form continues. But we will see how things go. We're going to demand more early on in this game. We've not seen anything in the game at all, and by the looks of it, 4 shots for Real Madrid, all on target, and it wouldn't surprise me is this is a 5th and a goal. Mangala tries to get to Di Maria, he fails, but Vass is there at the back post. It's fallen to Modric, out to Mendy on the left. He's trying to go past, well, we know what that's going to be. It's a penalty. Soler sticks out his leg, brings down Mendy, chance for a goal for Real Madrid, and our form is continuing. Upstairs, Eden Hazard, he shoots and he scores. Of course he scores. Real Madrid 1, Valencia 0. The bad run of form is continuing. We just can't seem to stop this absolutely dreadful run of form. Oh, it's just so tricky at the moment. We're not playing well at all, even when we put the big boys in. The first 11's back. There's some players there that haven't played in a long, long time. And even now, we're just not good enough. And I don't know why. How we were so good to start with, and now we've just slipped into this sort of average abyss. Oh, it's just so frustrating. This will now be 6 games in all competitions without a win if this result remains as it is. 2 minutes of added time at the end of the half. No one's had a good game at all. In fact, everyone's been pretty much awful. Hazard has been injured for Real Madrid. Only positive. But if you look at that, that makes very, very grim reading. Let's thrash some arms instead of throwing water bottles. Far from pleased with what I've just seen from this team. They're all motivated. We're going to make a tactical tweak. We're going to take work ball into box off. I put it on for this game. It's not worked at all, has it? Let's be honest. And we're going to begin the second half and see if we can come out and use that motivation to turn this result around. And if we can, it would be a pretty impressive turnaround. But at the moment, it looks highly unlikely. But there is a free kick deep, and it's Casemiro. Back to Ramos, to Mendy, to Modric. Loads of time. He can just ping the pass out to Di Maria on the right, who finds Militao. He's just cruised into the area. Ball to the back. Oh, wow. I thought that was a cross at one stage, but Militao was actually shot, and it was woeful. But how we got into the box so easily. We're going to berate the boys. It's been dreadful. The last 6 games have been dreadful. Dynamics are just on a downward curve. Nothing seems to be working at all. The main player, Guedes, is on a 6.2. He's been that bad. He's on a 6.2. Our best player in the team. We've only had 2 shots. They've had 9. We've been absolutely dominated. Varane. Militao. To Modric, to Odegaard. It's as if we're not even there. They're just popping it round us. It's found Benzema. Di Maria, well played. Jose Gaya there. Diakabi. Can we build something? No. Maybe. No. Di Maria on the right. He's going to find the ball. To Benzema. Back to Di Maria. How we've not defended that initially, I have no idea. Militao. Odegaard. Casemiro. Modric. Loads of room for Mendy on the left. It's just so easy for Madrid. Karim Benzema, Di Maria, it's off the line. It's... Oh, wow. How we haven't conceded is beyond me. It's well played by a few of the defenders there. And now are we going to break on them? We're not. Varane, Rakitic, Guedes. Go on, lads. Puts in Maxi Gomez with a chance. What a block that is. He should have scored, but what a block that is. It's another shot. We're going to have to make some changes because so far, dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Gaia is literally dying on this left-hand side. Let's get Tony Lato on for him. It's going to be a complete change on the left, I think. We're going to get Guedes off. I mean, Maxi Gomez isn't playing very well either, but Lee Kang-in can come onto this left-hand side in place of Gonçalo Guedes, a sub that I never thought I'd be making. But Guedes is off. Gaia is off. Is this the change we needed? We're going to demand... We're going to fire them up, in fact. Fire up the boys. Can we just grab a goal? I don't know if away goals count in the Spanish Cup, but if they do, we are technically 1 goal away from the semi-final, but it just doesn't look like it's coming, does it? 2 shots in the whole game. Militao. Soler steps in and does really well, but he is going to lose out to Odegaard. And Asensio finds Modric, and this is a chance for Real Madrid to break through. Di Maria on the right-hand side. He's cutting inside. He's cutting through the Valencia defence like they're not even there. Asensio. He's found Modric, who finds Mendy. The ball's going to come across in a minute, I'm sure. Mendy keeps running instead, and it's easy for Cillessen to save. But it's easy for Real Madrid to just get into those areas. And eventually, with the shots they're having, they're bound to get another goal. We've had 2 shots in the whole game. I mean, it's been pretty dire, hasn't it? Mendy with the throw. Rakic heads. We've not won it again. Gamero does okay, but it's back to Modric, to Odegaard, to Casemiro. Soler steps in. Diakabi hoofs it against there. Modric is in. Here it comes. What a save from Cillessen again. How are Real Madrid not 3 or 4-0 up? This has been absolutely dreadful from Valencia. Modric with the ball in. Ramos heads over. It's another chance for them though. I mean, they're just knocking the ball round us like it's a Sunday League game. It's like we're just the Real Madrid B team. Maxi Gomez is going to come off. He's been absolutely dreadful. Bora will come on in his place. And, well, I mean, if he scores, ladies and gentlemen, it will be quite unbelievable. But it looks like right now we're about to go 6 games without a win. Losing to Real Madrid twice. Losing to Huesca. And the other 4 being draws. We're going to try one final berate maybe just to see if it fires them up. And we have a corner. Soler with the ball in. It's headed clear, but can we be the first to it? Kevin Gamero looks likely he is. Rakic. Can we force a chance? Vas. Diakabi. Rakic. Gamero. Awful pass. And here they come again. Di Maria. What a challenge from Rakic. Bora. Soler, Gamero, is this the chance? Jason, Mendy tackles again and Asensio's now going to come and run in our direction. He's going to find Jovic. Diakabi steps in and does really well. But Modric collects the ball for them again. Here it comes. Luka Jovic, 2. It's disallowed. Get in there. Disallowed goal. But Luka Jovic, I mean, it's so poor again. He's buried the chance and we're still... I mean, I cannot believe I'm about to say this. We're still in the game. I mean, how unlikely it would be. But if we can just get a late goal, I'm going to go very attacking. Usually it means that time just flies through to the end of the game. But you never, ever know. Modric, Casemiro, Modric. Diakabi does well. Jason, Rakic, he had to clear from there because he was put in all sorts of danger. Mendy, Modric, Casemiro, Asensio. Shoots! What a goal! It's been coming. We're dreadful. That is all I can say now. The Valencia's team, I mean, this is potentially what I expected at the start of the season. It was unbelievable that we got to this stage with the form we did. But right now, we are on a very, very sharp downward turn. That is an unbelievable goal from Marco Asensio. It's 2-0 Real Madrid. 15 shots for them, 11 on target, just 3 for us. You might be seeing another water bottle thrown. There's been so many after the last few games. And I think, well, we're out of the Spanish Cup. So that's the defence of that over. We've done well to make the semi-final. But now we're really, really struggling to really make a result come together. It's Jovic. This is going to be 3 I would have expected. Oh, it's just over from Jovic. Do we look at the tactic or do we just hope we can beat Atletico Pamplona? I mean, it feels like the tactic was so good for so long. And now it's starting to fail us. It's all over. Real Madrid are through. It's 3 defeats in a row for the boys. Look at those ratings. They're absolutely dreadful. Cillessen let in... I mean, he probably did save 9. So fair play. 7.5 for Jasper Cillessen. But we put in a dreadful performance. And here it comes. Throwing of water bottles. Far from pleased for what we've seen over the 2 legs. They've remained motivated. And they need to be motivated because we need to beat Atletico Pamplona. And I will see you for that one in a second. Okay then, can we put this woeful run of form behind us and start to get back to winning ways in La Liga? Atletico Pamplona are the opponents. Both centre-backs are missing for this one, so our luck doesn't improve. That means Guillamon and Gabriel Paulista are in there. Vinicius Jr. also comes in on the left-hand side. Guedes switches to the right, and Jason on the bench. Apart from that, we are unchanged, and we're hoping that we can get back to seeing the tactic work like it did in those early stages of the season. Pamplona down in 10th, I believe it is. So it is a chance to beat a team that aren't exactly flying themselves, but we need to put in an improved performance if we're going to end the bad run of form that we have been on, and it has been, I mean, it's been pretty appalling. But we've got the faith in the boys that they're going to do it. It's a challenge that we've not got Diakabi. Wilshire's not fit. He's been injured for most of the time he's been here. I suppose it is much like real life. We're not going to comment on, I don't even know who the guy is. So let's not comment on him, and let's get stuck in to this game. Are we going to have a change of fortunes, or is it going to be same old for the last few matches? I mean, if we don't win this one, it doesn't get easier because our next game is Real Madrid again. So I feel like it might be now or never, but Ruben Garcia has a free kick for them. It's all the way through. Unai Garcia with the header. It's just over. The first shot of the game comes their way, and it was certainly a threatening one. And again, we're dominating the ball, but we're not seeing any of the shots. Our first shot comes in the 11th minute. It wasn't highlight worthy, unfortunately, but hopefully we can have more shots than the 3 we had in the last game. And you would hope so with the likes of Guedes, Gamero, Gomez. I mean, they've scored 39, maybe even 40 goals now between them in all competitions this year. But we've only scored 1 in the last 6. And I mean, I don't know what's changed, but that isn't good enough. And we've only had 1 shot here today. So we're going to demand more early on. I mean, dynamics is shot. That's not going to be helping us right now. We really, really need a win just to pick ourselves back up off the floor, really. And if we can win, then it still means we do have a chance of picking up that La Liga title. We would go top with a win today because we're playing before Atletico Madrid. Of course, I know it's a bit of a catch-22 because they're probably going to play and win themselves. But if we can get a victory in the bag, then we can go on and hopefully build on that going forward. And forget about the awful month we've had and just focus on the months to come. But as far as this game is concerned, I mean, it's been nothing until now. Gaia with the ball in towards the back post, but Butner gets there and it's fallen to Caleri, who is off and running down the right hand side. Is this going to be another Atletico Pamplona chance? It might well be. He's got men with him. Guillamon steps in and does really well, and it could be a chance of our own. Here goes Vinicius Jr. Who's he got with him? He's got Kevin Gamero. Oh! Kevin Gamero should be absolutely burying that, but he's put it wide. The first chance for us, it is a positive one. It's a great ball from Vinicius Jr. Oh, but what a wasted effort. We're going again. Gaia with the ball in. It's easy for Ruben to come and claim in the goal, but can we nick the ball off them again? Ruben with the clearance. Caleri, Ruben Garcia, Nacho Vidal's got loads of space to run into, but he decides instead to go back to David Garcia, and he kicks it forward to Racic. Gamero. Back to Racic. Can we force another chance? Gonçalo Guedes. Vas on the overlap. Vas steps inside. I mean, what was that? I don't know if it was a shot or a cross. It might well have been a cross. Guillamon this time. Soler. We're still going. Vinicius Jr. beats his man. Can he get the ball across? Or is he going to win a penalty instead? No, he's going to play it back to Gaia. He puts the ball in. Maxi Gomez. It's over the bar. We're starting to see what we saw earlier on in the season, but this time the ball's not hitting the back of the net. But it's positive. We're starting to get some chances. We just need to take one. It's okay. It's okay. It's not great. We're not happy with the overall performance, but it's okay. It's better. It's better. We just need to take some of those chances. Kevin Gamero's was the best one. And is this another one for us? Gaia on the left. He's putting it across to Racic, who's got loads of room in front of him. He finds Guedes, Racic, Vass. Can we force the chance? Daniel Vass, Gonçalo Guedes shoots his block, but it's only as far as Vass. Kevin Gamero, he does score! Just after half-time, his 14th goal of the season. It had been coming based on the last few minutes of the first half. And we're back, maybe. Daniel Vass with the ball across. Guedes, it hits the man. It's so unlucky. Vass again, and Gamero from close range is able to put the ball in the back of the net. And is this the start of a good run of form for us? Real Madrid playing at the same time. They must be also winning because they are only 1 point behind us still. But that might settle a few nerves. It will increase the confidence. Is this a chance for us to finally get that victory that we've been waiting for? It's an awesome goal by Kevin Gamero. He should have had one in the first half if we're being honest. But we want more now. A win is important, but we want more than the one goal because at one, all it takes is one awesome chance or one mistake and Atletico Pamplona can get straight back into this game. Maxi Gomez not having a great game again, nor's Vinicius Jr., but we'll leave it a little while because at the moment they're playing well enough to see us through to a victory, and we might have another chance here. Vass with the throw to Gamero. Johnny beats him to it, but Racic is going to be able to gather that, and hopefully we can build from here. Gabriel Paulista to Soler. He finds Guedes, who finds Vass. Here we go. This is more like the Valencia we're used to. Vass puts the ball across. It's easy for Ruben, and there's a chance if he goes quickly for Atletico Pamplona to break, and he does go quickly, but Gabriel steps in again, and Soler finds Junior, finds Gaia. Vinicius Junior. He's got Gaia outside him if he wants to use him. Instead, he's cutting inside. Soler. Guedes with Vass in acres of space outside him. He's found him. Vass. Guedes. Where's the chance? Vass. Vinicius Junior. Oh! It's over the bar. That should have been a goal as well. Vinicius Junior with a free header at the back post. The whole goal to aim at. And he's put it over. It might be time for a couple of changes just for some fresh legs. Soler struggling in the middle. I'm actually going to put Vass in there. I think that's our best option. Vass goes into the middle. We've got Thierry Correa on the bench. He'll come on for Soler in there. Gaia's going to come off for Lato as well, just so we can keep these boys fit. Correa and Lato, two pretty good options to have on the bench. Two youngsters with an opportunity to really, really improve as well. And we've got 20 minutes to hold on to a 1-goal lead that should have been 2. What a chance that was for Vinicius Jr. It's not quite as potent, is it, as earlier on in the season. 7 shots, 1 on target. That was well into double figures, and as was the on-target figure. But based on recent form, I would take a scrappy 1-0 any day right now. And it looks like we've got a chance to hold on. We're going to fire them up. We've got to fire them up for the last 10 minutes. We'll also make one last change. Probably in the middle. Racic struggling for fitness in the middle. We've got Jack Wilshere back from injury. So let's give him a few minutes just to give him some match sharpness as well. And let's hope that he doesn't get... I mean, it's likely in that he's going to probably get injured in the last 10 minutes or so. But hopefully that is not the case. And we have 8 or so minutes to hold on plus injury time. Can we do it? We've had chances. Gamera in the first half. Vinicius Jr. in the second. We should be home and hose. But we're not. And that means that we've got to be really, really wary of the Pamplona threat coming forward. But it looks like we're holding ourselves. 63% possession. 9 shots. 2 on target. We're playing okay. A lot of fouls in there again. But that doesn't matter if we're only getting 1 yellow card from it. 4 minutes to hold on. Is this going to be a first victory? A somewhat uneventful one, it has to be said. But is this going to be a first victory in 6 in 6 for the Valencia boys. It looks like it might be. Blow the whistle, ref. We need you to blow the whistle. I think it has. Finally, Valencia are back to winning ways thanks to Kevin Gamera up front. It's still not the performances that we were used to, but we've come away with a 1-0 victory. We're going to have some outstretched arms. Well done to the lads. It's a fantastic, fantastic win. I know it's only 1-0, but based on the form, we're back to the top of the league. Atletico Madrid net to play, but we're still ahead of Real. And it's nice to still be in a position where we could go and win La Liga. I mean, Real Madrid thrashed Elche. So you look at this. So Barcelona 2 games in hand. They're likely to catch us up. Only 5 points between us and them. Atletico Madrid 1 game in hand. 3 points behind and a far better goal difference. But there is still a chance that we can win this league. And hopefully there will still be a chance when I see you next time. And looking ahead, we'll come back for Derby Day right at the end of April. Levante, and we'll go with Celta Vigo as well. 2 massive games they could be by then. Levante, of course, the big derby for Valencia as well. And hopefully the red and the yellow stays off of the schedule. And we can see some nice drizzling of green in between the 2 episodes. But I hope you have enjoyed today's episode. And if you have, please leave a like down below for me. Remember, if we get 10 likes, there will be a double upload tomorrow. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager content. And thank you all for coming along and watching.